So day 2, today is 19th of December 2025. Perfect. So in last session, we have seen how a SAP SuccessFactor projects begin. So who are the participants? What is the approach? And what is the subscription prices? And what are the systems will be delivered by the SAP? Okay, and who will be the team of customer and who will be the team from the partner side? This is how we have concluded yesterday, and today we're gonna hand over the system to the customer once the kickoff call is completed. In the kickoff meeting, the first meeting which will be scheduled by the partners with the collaboration of customer team and the partner team, where the team introduction will be taking place, explaining each and every person who are going to involve in the project for the specific modules. So team introduction, once the team introduction is done, now consultants will come into the picture. Okay, so today we'll see what are the roles and responsibilities of a consultant and what are the systems SAP SuccessFactor providing. Roles and responsibilities of a consultant, what they have to do, what is the scope of consulting. Okay, what is the key role of a consultant to handle the project, we'll see. And along with that, we have to see systems in SAP SuccessFactors. So what are the systems we have and why we have those and how we have to utilize that to complete the entire implementation or even in supporting. So and what type of projects we are going to deal with. So everything we will discuss today. Okay. So customer purchase the product and customer have URL, nothing but the link of the particular system, and they have the username and they have the password. And now customer know who we are and what is our capability. We are the consultants and we have this much of years of experience. We have done these many implementations and we are from this company. Customer know very clear picture about us, totally clear. And now as a consultant, your core and the primary requirements responsibilities is you need to do requirement gathering. Requirement gathering So what does mean by requirement gathering? I'll give a simple example. Let's say we all have purchased the same mobile with the same mobile branding. Okay, we all just went to market. Just for example team, just imagine we all went to the market. All have purchased the same mobile, same company, same brand, same model at the same time, and we just went off, and after 1 year we have again gathered together. Okay, then when we observe our mobile phones, there will be a lot of customizations. The phone pouch what we use will not be the same. The applications what are available in your mobile phone and in my mobile phone will be totally different. How these changes has been taken, we purchase the same device, but where the change came based upon the user, correct? So same thing will be happen when customer purchase a product. They have their own specific requirement to be developed in the system. So to understand that specific requirement, you have to gather all the requirements from the customer. This is the primary and very core important role that a consultant will play at the time of implementation. Okay, so you have to gather all the requirements of the customer. What is the company structure? I'm giving few points. What is the company structure? Okay, and what is the job structure? And what is the pay structure of the organization? How an approvals will be taken place? Okay, how or notifications are triggered to the employees, how are they handling the employee data? Okay, what are the access needed? Who can access what kind of data? What are the reports needed? So, etc. I'm sorry, Sneha. So, like this, you have to gather each and every requirement from the customer in a proper order, chronicle order, which is given by the SAP. How you have to do this one? What we call this requirement gathering. Requirement gathering will be done by conducting the workshops. We call it as workshops. It will be like 7 to 10 days, that is totally depends upon customer understanding. 10 days of recurring call. Recurring call, either it can be done by online. If it is an online service, you will be conducting a recurring call. Mostly partners will encourage the consultant to reach the customer office. You have to go to customer location, and you have to be there like 3 to 4 hours, and you have to sit with the HR team from customer side, and you have to start asking the questions by presenting the SuccessFactors system, a demo system. Okay, so this is how you have to start your requirement gathering. That is the first role and the responsibility of a consultant, taking the requirements what you want in the system. Okay, next, you have to be good with your system configurations. So you have the requirements, customer said change this one, do this one, create this one. Okay, develop this process, develop this pay structure. We want add-on things, we want new things which is not delivered by SAP. So like that, customer will give n number of requirements during requirement gathering team. Okay, we will discuss in detail. Okay, I'm just giving the just responsibilities here. All the requirements what you have received, you have to start working in the system of customers. So first, how you have to work? You have to work on development system first. All the requirements what customer have asked, those things you have to configure, create in development system. And then you have to move to test system. So whatever the changes you did in development, you move to the test system. Test system is also called as UAT system. UAT stands for user user interface. Sorry, user acceptance testing. I'm just calling some other thing. User acceptance testing. So here, what user will do, the end user, the HR team, they will test the changes what you have done. They will perform the activity with the help of consultant. You have to help them how to test as well. They will then perform, and they will provide you the approval. Approvals are called as sign off. Few SAP terminologies. I will take a separate section for and explaining all the terminologies what we have in SAP. Okay, so first you are doing the requirement gathering. When gathering is done, you have to develop the system. Developing the system is called system configuration. First you will do in the lower environment called development system, and then you will move to the test system. Test system is also called as UAT system. UAT stands for user acceptance testing. Once the testing is done and everything is passed, then your customer HR teams, they will give you the approval for move to the production. So that approval is called sign off. Once you receive the sign off, then you'll move this to production system. Production system. Okay, so this is your second important responsibility, that you have to do the system configurations once the requirement gathering is done. Okay, And next one. Next one we can, yes, if there are any necessity, you need to go through the integration management. Integration management means here no need to learn some integrations, nothing. You have to make sure, your employee central system is aligned for other systems as well. For example, in yesterday's discussion, we have seen customer purchased along with employee central time management, employee have purchased time management, and employee have purchased recruitment, and employee have purchased onboarding. Okay, along with employee central, the customer purchased the time management, recruitment, and onboarding. Now, the employee central system what you have designed, this design should be aligned with the time, recruitment, onboarding. Here the question is, we are not the RCM consultant, we are not the onboarding consultant, we are not the time management consultant. Then how I can know these things? Yes, here we no need to know anything about that system, but as an internal part, this integration management is an internal part. You need to check with your your team, your consultant team, from your partner team. You need to check with your colleagues. So these are the new requirements, these are the new changes being introduced into the employee central, which are not standard. If it is not standard, which are not standard or pre-developed by SAP, hope these will be aligned with your systems. Like that, you have to inform to your time management, recruitment, and onboarding team, or whatever the other modules you have. So then what happens? End of the day, time management consultant, recruitment consultant, and onboarding consultant will have dependency with employee central for data mapping or whatever the data what they're going to push here. They will just validate their employee central system and they will continue their configurations. That's it. You no need to do any changes. You no need to do any integrations over there. Integration management here talks about the employee central what we are developing, that should be aligned with every other module as well. Okay, because everyone having dependency with employee central itself, so that is very important thing. That's the reason employee central is called the core or the source for entire success factor modules. Okay, next one. Next you have to testing and quality management. So configuration is one part, but from your end, from consultant point of view, you have to make thorough testing and you have to provide test proof documents. Very important. Test proof documents. You have to provide SOP, statement of procedure. Okay, you have to provide the documents. Very important, because here you are conducting the UAT, right? That means you are asking your customer to test it. Fine. Customers are new to the system and may or may not they have the technical knowledge, and they just go through the random procedure of testing. If anything wrong they have test, system will throw an error mentioning some XYZ reasons. Then customer will be definitely disappointed why the testing went wrong and what this consultant have done. It will be really a bad mark on the consultant, because it's a beginning of the project where customers will be so much interested and so much into the system. They will be so much eager to do all these activities. At that kind of moment, if something went wrong, definitely they'll get disappointed, because they are the paying part. They are spending on this project. So every time when you're asking your customer to test, maintaining the quality, how you're maintaining each and every test what they're going to perform, you have to provide a document. Very simple. What is the document contents? Very simple. Let's say you are testing some approval mechanism. What you do? Step 1, select this user. Step 2, create this data. Step 3, click on submit. Step 4, approval request raised by SAP SuccessFactors. That's it. So give some screenshots and provide steps about the screenshots and provide this document as a proof. What is the testing done by the customer? Same testing is done by the consultant. So if customer raises any questions, then you can show this testing as a proof. This is a procedure you need to follow to trigger this activity according to your requirement. See how much beautiful the things are aligned in success factors. So these are our key responsibilities, team. These are our key responsibilities to run a successful project. Where whatever the consultant level we are senior consultant, we are associated consultant, or we are solution architect, whoever we need to follow these methods. Okay, these are all standard SAP methods, recommended one. Okay, fine. And the last and very important one, that is providing trainings. Providing trainings to your customer. Why you have to provide the trainings? Yes, customer will be totally new to the system. So for that customer, you need to help them what to be tested. End user training. End user training, here you need to develop the user manuals. User manuals for employee. So up to employee, how they can use. Okay, a common employee in the system, in their company, how they can use the success factors. For example, how they can change their marital status, how they can change their date of birth, how they can change their address information, and if they are changing this one, who will approve it, how can check their approval status. Okay, so these are some small things what we have in employee central for employee. And for manager, so what are the actions can be performed by a manager on their employees? That is also very important. Very important activity. Manager can terminate an employee. Manager can give performance for an employee. Manager can approve the leave for an employee, or whatever the changes requested by the employee, like marital status, date of birth changes, attachment adding, address changes, dependents data, family information data. All these things should be approved. So maximum the approval will be going through the manager. Manager should approve it to save the data in system. And what are the HR in the organization can do? So like that, you have to prepare a user manual for each and every role in the organization. These five are the key roles and the responsibilities you need to maintain while the time of implementation. And when you are preparing any resume, you need to align all these operations are involved in your resume or not. Okay, how that would be relevant? Yes, we are gonna discuss that one at the end of the sessions. Okay, trainings. Okay, but these are the responsibilities, team. Please make a note. If you are not preparing any notes, I strongly recommend please go through the notes preparation on your own. Okay, so these are the functions we need to perform during the time of implementation as a consultant. Next, what are the skills we required for this? Of course, I have already mentioned this one, but I would like to brief it. Okay, so first and primary thing, you need to have a technical skill. Technical skill. Okay, so what does technical skill talks about? You should have a total idea about all the functions. Okay, all the functions, or we can say operations, that are available in the system. Okay, that are available in the system. Okay, like what is the limitations of success factor employee central? What are the possibilities of SAP success factor system? Let's say customer is requesting something that is which is out of box. That means they are not available in success factor. How do we know it is not available? And you know, a team, very important thing, most of the time customers will expect the immediate answer. They, let's say, um, they are asking some requirement. Okay, they're asking some requirement. If you are able to answer them in immediate basis, really they will be most impressed, and they will be most interested to have you as a consultant. That's true. Okay, if you are saying that yes, I will check this and I will get back you on this one, before that you have to make sure that is not SAP standard practice. Okay, this is not delivered by SAP, this is not SAP global practice. If you're going to say that statement, definitely you should have your uh, technical or functional skills. So that is what we are learning in these trainings. I will provide you each and every operations functional skills which are pre-developed by SAP and which are customized. What is the limitation and what are the possibilities of each and every function will be discussed in our trainings very well. So this is the primary skill you need to have. And next important thing, you should have soft skills. It's not about the communication team, it's not about the communication. Soft skills, that means the way of approaching the customer should be very polite and very kind. Please mark this word. Because of this attitude maintenance, there will be huge impact on the project. Huge impact on the project. Here I would like to just share one of my experience, because just these are all the things why we have to align. See, on 2022, I have involved in a project, Indian customer, where they are fed up with the partners. The consultant, the previous consultant before me who been, they just messed up many things. They are not aligning with the system, and they are on-site consultants. That means every day they will go to the customer office and they will develop the system from there, not for requirement gathering, to develop the system itself. So they went, they are developing, but not getting the good approach, good progress out of it. Whatever the things went through is not good, and the customer is not that so cool customer. Customer is completely questioning the consultant. That is their nature. So this is kind of pressure. It's not about the consultant, it's from customer side as well. Customer is doing like kind of micromanagement. So what you have done within 1 hour, what you have done within 2 hours, they are unable to understand what exactly this person is doing, because they're expecting the report within 1 day. That's not possible, because when you're going for the implementation, see, you have done the requirements and you need some time to do the configuration. Because before customer testing, what we have to do, we have to do our testings and you have to maintain the proof documents. Minimum to minimum, if you take single requirement, it may take 1 day at least or half day. You can't provide hour to hour updates, but this customer is in this way. So what they felt, they simply blamed to SAP, saying that SAP SuccessFactors is not a good product to handle HR tools. This is a statement from the customer to be delivered to the uh, SAP. So my company changed the team and they sent the senior consultant. I been there. Okay, I've been there, and I just understand the situation for 1 or 2 days, and after that, I provided the solutions of each and every operations what they're requiring, what they're requested. Every time when they come up for any update, before they came up, within every 1 hour, I used to give the update. So how I can give that updates? Very simple. Let's say I have done configuration. I will just drop a mail saying that, hey customer, I have completed the changes. But I will not ask them to test. I will say there is one more step pending to test, that is providing the test proof document from my end. Give me this much time, I will do that. This is only the thing I have done. I never went and scold them saying that you are asking every 1 hour update, you are doing micromanagement. No blames, no questions. Making the transparency what I am doing. Okay, no need to explain them what is the configuration I have did. I just explain them what is the work I done. I did the configuration and I'm waiting for the test proof document. For that I need this time. You have to wait for this. Yes, they agreed. So they understand the only the difference between the previous consultant and me. I just maintain some transparency. but previous consultant thought it's a micromanagement. Of course it's a micromanagement, but we should not, because it's a customer, that is their way of style. Okay, so we have to align. Why I'm sharing this example, we have to align according to the customer, then only the projects will be developed well, and you can properly align all the teams from partner side and customer side. So what happens to that customer team? They just purchased SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central. Once Employee Central is completed implementation within 3 months, after these 3 months, they have purchased another 4 modules, and they took our team, my partner team, as their implementation solution team. So that where again the business has been enlarged, and customer got that belief, okay, on strong belief about the success factors SAP system. And they wrote a beautiful mail about our team, the partner team, and the way we approach and everything. That's really a beautiful journey. These kind of situations you need to be handled from the customer side in very soft way, in very soft way, because as I mentioned yesterday, consultants are like a bridge between the customer and the partners. If something happens, enter the project will get collapsed. Okay, so this is how you have to maintain, not every time, but most of the time, because only the reason you have to consider, they are like child, they are like your trainees. They don't know anything about the system, they don't know what is limitations, maybe they don't know some technical knowledge also. You have to consider all these points, and you have to be in presenting in front of the customer. So these are another two important skills that you need to be maintained. How and what, we will see in our going further sessions. And next important is an add-on thing, that is project management. Project management, why project management is needed to a consultant? Consultant is not the project manager, they will not do any management skills. Yes, but if in future you are going to deploy into any startups or any mid-level companies, then team, you are the project manager. There will be a situation where you need to make a decisions to hold the project. Okay, so this kind of project management skills as well you need to develop. Okay, you need to develop. Okay, so how you are managing your team and how you are managing the other team, customer team, the proper rapport maintenance is very important, is very important. Okay, not for everyone. As I mentioned, when you are working for any startups, then definitely you would be an associated consultant, but even though you should have a skills where you are able to maintain, okay, your uh, entire team. Okay, because you are the representative for your company, for your partner company. So these are the keys and the responsibilities of a consultant. Okay, this is what you should have. Okay, so by having all these things, now we need to involve into the project. We are facing the customer. Okay, so you have all these skills. Now your partner team deployed into one SAP SuccessFactors Employee Central project. Okay, and here now you are going to start the first of your responsibility, that is requirement gathering. How do you do the requirement gathering? Requirement gathering will be done by conducting the workshops. By conducting the workshop. So before going through the workshop sections, we have to understand one more important thing, that is the systems from SAP success factors. So what are the systems we are going to have? We have seen the minimum systems given by the SAP to the customer, that is develop, development system, test system, and production system. Three systems we are having, but each and every system has two phases. Two phases. One is called the backend system, backend phase, nothing but in SAP terminology we call it as provisioning. And there will be, if there is a backend, definitely there will be front end system called instance. Backend system and front end system. SAP have already shared the URL of the systems, some link of the particular software, SAP SuccessFactors software, to that customer, and you have the provisioning. So how this is possible? What has been shared to the customer? What will be given to the consultant, and who can access what? Let's see in one by one in details. First, we'll see the front end system because it will be used more by large number of people. Okay, front end system is also called as instance system. Instance system can be accessed by anyone with username and password. By having some username and the password which is provided by SAP or which is provided by the consultants, you can log into the instance system, that is a front end system. So you will have one URL which is the data center link. So the customer data is going to be recorded in that particular data center. Based upon the geographical zone, these data centers will be different. Okay, so what are those data centers? Everything I will explain you in details coming further. So you will click that link and system will ask you to provide username and the password. Once you give username and the password, you will log into the SuccessFactors front end system. How it will be look? Let me show you an example. So this is some link given by SAP. So here you can see HCM, human capital management, EU10. This is the data center code. And which system you are logging? Sales. Sales is nothing but demo for HR cloud by SAP. So this is a link for that particular data center. Okay, and here you can see SAP SuccessFactors logo. And to log into the company, here you can see SFCPART. So this is the demo server code. In this URL, in this data center, this is the code. You can simply imagine the lockers. If you go for, there will be bank, they have the lockers, right? Who have the access, they can log into that particular locker, bank lockers, or if you go for any gym centers, they will be having some cupboards which where you can keep your things, correct? So same thing, you can imagine the same picture. A big lockers with having n number of cells is called a data centers. In that customer will be having one locker. With the having user ID and password, you can log into it. There the company data is available. Okay, so that locker ID is called the company ID here. So if you're working for DMart, they will write DMart. If you're working for Lulu Mall, they'll give Lulu Mall. If you're working for Bridgestone, they'll give you Bridgestone, H&M. So all these customers have already purchased the SuccessFactors and they're running successfully from past 5 years. So just give your username and the password. So this is how I have given my username and the password. The same demo server will be shared with you also, team. What I'm using, same you will be using. Okay, no difference. Okay, and just click on login. That's it. So you will be logging to the beautiful SAP SuccessFactors homepage. This is called SAP SuccessFactors homepage. It's not properly load. Okay, this is called SAP SuccessFactors homepage. Here you can have the company logo. Here you have the menu bar. This is called the menu bar. And here you have the search button. Okay, here you have the notifications. This is to search the people and the actions as well. So what are the actions? actions, or we call it as functional tools as well. So how we are gonna log into that, we are going to see. Okay, and notifications from your system. Okay, and here is your company logo. Here you can give your feedback as well. Okay, and there is a banner image at the back end, and you have the greeting message. If it is a morning, according to your time zone, it will be shown morning. If it is evening, evening. If it is afternoon, afternoon, and night, it will be a night, evening itself. Okay, and you have the quick actions. There are 16 quick actions available as of today in the front end. So in coming to the employee central, you have like manage my team. Okay, and you have favorite reports. Okay, and you have org chat, very important, org chat. Okay, and giving feedback is a common one. Manage my data, view company documents. So these are the few quick actions for employee central. There will be some other as well, but those will be for other modules. Okay, other modules like request time off for time of a module. Okay, and you may have learning administrator, create activities for performance management goals. Okay, and all. And here you have approval section for the managers or HRs who are having a team, and if the team requests for any changes in the data, then you need to approve it. If you are the part of approval, you need to approve it. Okay, and some surveys you can conduct using the success factor system. And you have for you today, this is just for a notification, just your just a notification from the system saying that some employee has been hired. See here, kindly submit your previous company form 69 actually, and here you can say HR compensation work setup. There is no action not to be taken. You have to just, this is just for a notification purpose, what you are missing with, what are the pending activities, and some organizational updates. These are all customized one, custom tiles. So that what we're gonna use. Okay, this is the home page. So this is what will be given to the customer. Yesterday we have discussed, right? Customer will receive a URL and the username and the password. By using that URL, username and the password, if customer login, they will see this system. Okay, they will see this system, and they don't have these many quick actions, and don't have these many menu as well. No, they will have only home, admin, and settings. That's it. Rest of all things will be hidden thing. Nothing will be visible. Even this action button they can't see. These many to do notifications they will not have. No approvals, no survey, no organization update. It will be simply a quick action with the three tiles, and rest of all things will be hidden. The reason why that is a new system. That is a new global standard system by SAP. You don't have all the things what you need. You can just recall our mobile example. We all have purchased the same mobile. We all have same kind of applications. Something we needed, something we don't need, but that will be pre-developed by the device itself. So same thing will be happen with the customer. When customer purchase the success factor system, and when they log in with the URL and password given by the SAP, they don't have everything. They nothing, no employee central, no recruitment, nothing will be enabled. It's simply like a plain white paper, simply a plain system without any configurations, without any enablement of modules. That is what the system they will receive. Okay, now that is a front end system at the beginning of the project. Okay, now what a consultant will do. Okay, so consultant will log into the backend system. Consultant will log into the backend system. So backend system is also called as provisioning. So who can log into the backend system? Is customers? No. Only backend system can be logged in only by partners. Nothing but from partner side, who are the people available? Consultant. So we are the consultant. We will log in to the provisioning system. So how we will log in? Only partners or the consultants will log into the system. No customers are allowed to log into the provisioning system. Yes, system is purchased by them, but they have purchased only for the front end. Backend system to be logged in by that particular implementation partner or the consultant team. Here the few important things will be raised. What is that? The first one, every consultant should have a SID. Okay, SID. So SID from partner. From partner. So what is this SID talks about? Okay, this is SAP ID which will be generated for each and every partner individually. So we see right in the market, SAP will say this is our golden partner, this is our silver partner. For every partnership, they will generate one ID. For every partnership, SAP will generate an ID. For example, if it is a TCS is a partner, so for TCS they will give some ID. If it is a Deloitte, for them they will SAP will generate one ID. Okay, if it is like say Mindtree, so SAP will generate one ID. Okay, so like that, etc. These are called SIDs. These are all the parent SIDs. Using this parent SID, you can generate child SIDs. Child SIDs for each consultant. As a consultant, you can reach out to your IT team or systems team, okay, who will be maintaining this one. So they will generate you one SID. Okay, so why this is ID needed? If this SID is generated to you, you will be under SAP records. In SAP servers, you will be recorded as yes, some 1 2 3 4 is the ID for Satya, which is a child ID of TCS. So who is the TCS? TCS is a partner of SAP. So this is how you are connecting to the SAP, saying that I am working for this partner as a consultant. For this, you no need anything. Your partner team will be generating this ID. You can reach out them. Okay, please make a note. This one very important. You need to have an SID. After that, you need to have your valid or active certification of respective module what you are implementing. This process is common for all the modules team. So you are working for Employee Central, so you should have an Employee Central active certification from SAP. And after that, you should have an approval email from customer. You should have an approval email from the customer. So you should carry these three important things with you to log into the provisioning system, backend system, SAP backend system for SuccessFactors. Why the backend system is that much authenticated, and why SAP doing these many validations before they are providing access for a respective consultant to log into the provisioning? Because in the backend system you can enable all the modules, of SuccessFactors, whatever the module it is: RCM, onboarding, LMS, PMGM, Employee Central Payroll, time management, benefits, analytics. Each and every module respective keys are available in the backend system. So to access the backend system, you need to have all these things with your hand tape. You should have an SID from your partner. You should have your active Employee Central certification, and you should have an approval email from your customer. So with these three things, you can raise a request. You can raise a request for provisioning system access. Okay, here you will not get the provisioning system access for all the customers. The customer who gave you the approval, right? Only that person, sorry, or that customer's system provisioning access will be provided to you. Okay, so this is how a provisioning system access should be raised. So let's imagine you have now everything. You have now consultant ID, sorry, you have now SID, you have activation certification, and you have approval email and everything. Now what you have to do, you have to log into HXM cloud operations. You have to log into HXM cloud operations, and here you have to raise a CAR. CAR stands for customer instance access request. It shows, I mean, the terminal just talks about instance, but it will be coming from backend, that is provisioning. So go to your browser and here search for HXM cloud operations. HXM, here it is, HXM cloud operations, successfactor.com, HCM cloud operation portal. So log into this page. This is C. Here you have to log in with your SID. Okay, SID. So just see, I'm not going to log in today. I will show you this. So providing to whom? Partners, trainers, and pre-sales, of course, SAP employees. SAP employees access to tools and resource supporting demos, provisioning and delivery of SAP SuccessFactors HCM instance. Partners who have valid non-commercial license ordered for the SAP business partners can request a demo upon login. So this is okay. So only these are the people who can log into this page, providing partners, trainings and pre-sales. Sorry. And you can log in with your SAP ID. SAP ID, that is the SIDs, okay, which will be provided by your partners, and SAP employees can log in by using their user IDs, and other IDs are not accepted. Other IDs are not accepted. So this is a page where you have to log in and you have to raise your provisioning request. So I will show you this login access in this session team. Okay, so you have to have your SID, you have to enter your details and login. And there SAP, you have a section called request form. Request form, click the request form, provide your certification. First one, you have to provide your certification, and next you have to download the approval email. So approval email will be saying that, let's say, hi, this is Satya, who is working as a customer implementation partner, as a employee central consultant, and to the system with the company ID and with the URL, a customer will give you an approval that will be trained by the SAP to the customers. So they will do that activity and they will trigger that email to your official email, not for personal. To which partner you are working, that partner will provide you official mail, right? To that official email, they will trigger you an approval email. So you have to download that email and you have to upload that email in the HXM cloud operations car request. Okay, once you give the data and submit, SAP will validate your SID, either it is a partner or not. They will validate your active certification and they will provide you the approve. They will check with your approval email and then they will provide you the backend system, that is a provisioning system. So before you are starting the workshop, these are the prerequisites you need to complete. So that is totally depends upon the way of approaching team. Few consultants will do it on the first phase because they want to use the same customer instance for the workshops. Okay, Few consultants, what they do, actually we used to do like, we will get one demo system, we will have our own demos. So we'll take this demo system, we will perform each and every operation of employee central in this demo system in front of customer. Then customer will start change asking the questions. No, in here I will show, let's say for example, I will show the company structure or structure. So I will show them, this is our this is how org structure will be developed in SuccessFactors system. Okay, here you have the org structure, you can search any employee, let's say T worker, Tessa worker or something I have taken. Okay, so here this is employee and you can get the employees details. So this and all we are discussing in it, and I will show the position org chart. Like that I will present the functionalities of the system. This is how you maintain the hierarchy structure. So this and all will be discussed with the customer in detail. So let me take a proper position. So this is how we present the system to the customer by taking a demo. But few consultants, what they do, they will log into the customer system and they will enable the employee central and they will show the standard practice of SAP SuccessFactors by showing the own system of the customers. So that is up to the approach what you follow, but recommended as of SAP best practice, when you are conducting the workshop, go with the demo systems which are pre-delivered functions by SAP. You no need to again spend extra time to develop a fresh system from scratch. Okay, that would be not a great choice as I personally I recommend. Okay, because when you are deploying into any other project team, definitely you are gonna face such kind of things. Yeah. So this is how I present by saying that this is our position structure, this is our structure, this is a company structure. So like that I will explain, this is employees profile search button. I will explain everything and based upon the changes they say, I will gather the requirements. Okay, so these are the two systems we are having. One is front end system where you can log in, anyone can log in with the username and the password, and we have the backend system called provisioning system. Only the partners, nothing but the consultants can log into the provisioning system by having three primary tools in their hand. One is SID provided by the partner, active certification that you have to do your own individual, and for approval email from the customer. So these are the three things you have to carry with you, and you have to go through HXM cloud operations and log in with your SID and provide your car request. Okay, so this is how um, two systems are enabled, and one will be with the partners every time and another one will be with the customers control, and you have to start the workshops. Perfect. Cool. Any questions? Okay.
Yeah, hi Satya.
Hi Naveen.
Yeah, is it mandatory to complete the three steps to get the certification, means to access the provisioning?
Yes, to access the provisioning, these steps are needed. But again, Tim, I'm just saying on this personal note, no need to have the certification now itself. If you are deploying into any implementation implementation project, and you are the implementation key person, like you are the lead person in the project, then definitely then you should have your certification. Otherwise, not needed. Why I'm
Okay.
saying, mostly the senior consultants will be the front end, so they need to have the provisioning access their own, because they will be facing the customers and they are the senior consultant in the company, so definitely they will have. Okay, so we can log into the provisioning system by credentials which is shared by the senior consultant. That is the one approach. If you are the senior consultant, then you can do the certification. So it's totally depends upon the work what you're going to be do.
Yeah, okay, Satya.
Okay, other than that team, again I'm saying certification is only used to log into your provisioning system in real time. Rest of all the cases you can just post in the LinkedIn saying that you have certified as an SAP SuccessFactors consultant. That's it. One more point also, just as a situation came, I'm saying this point. If your interviewer asks you a question that to have an active certification, you can say yes, it is. And if they ask it is inactive, then I need to check. You can answer that, and you can just in the meantime, before they release the offer letter, then you can complete the certification. Totally fine. Okay, because everyone knows that certification will be completed within 1 year. Once you do your certification on 19th of December 2025, by 18th of December 2026 it will be expired. Only 1 year validation will be given to each certification, whatever the module it is. So no worries. Okay, certification is used only to raise the provisioning request in real time. Any other questions or anything on chat box? Nothing in the chat box. Okay. Okay, then team, I would like to bring a small request from my end. I'm planning to have session for tomorrow as well at the same time. It's a week off, I know, but if we can take the session for tomorrow, from Monday we can start with the our practical things. So theoretical part will be closed. I mean, most of the theory part will be completed. So from Monday we will start with the actual workshops and requirement gatherings and filling the workbooks, and we are going to the actual system configurations. So how is that okay for all of you? I will be greatly appreciating if you respond on this.
Yeah, okay, Satya.
Thank you so much, Naveen. And team Madhu, Pavan, I can see Vaishnavi, Krishna. If you are not able to speak, you can drop your message in the chat box, or you can reach out the coordinator if you have any queries. But please confirm by today so we can align the rest of team and we can connect for tomorrow. And only for this week we are connecting tomorrow team. From next week we will have only 5 days. That is Monday to Friday, and week off is week off. Okay, cool. Okay then. Fine. If no questions, can we wind up for today and we'll catch up tomorrow. Perfect. I'm taking it as yes. And total, how many consultants are there in the project? A really good question, Madhu. See, total minimum two consultants will be deployed into one implementation projects. I will take this part tomorrow also because we have to discuss what kind of projects we are getting. I'm saying implementation. Other than implementation, do we have any other? Yes, we have support projects also. So based upon the project type, minimum two consultants will be deployed into one project. One consultant will be the front end, mostly the lead or senior consultant will be the front end, who will be always connecting with the customer and getting the requirements, and he will have the team that is associated consultant, one person or two persons, and they will develop the solution and they will prepare the test proof document and will provide to the senior consultant and he will deliver to the customer. So minimum consultants needed is two. And this is again very dim. If it is big level company, some big companies, big four companies, then we have a better, I mean, better thing. But if it is some mid level companies, or sometimes you only should act everything. So that is totally depends upon the project and the company you're working for. Yeah, Krishna, hi. Which one is better to start career as an SAP end user or in junior consultant? See, if you are planning to shift to the end user, I strongly recommend go with the consultant first, because end user will know only the end user points. What is going in the backend, they don't know. So if you are able to learn, if you have experience in the backend system as well, and you shift your career to the end user, that will be really beautiful profile. Why? Very simple. As a consultant, in some situations, I can bluff the customer to buy the time because customer don't know what exactly I will do. If you are the candidate who know the backend thing and who know the front end thing and shifted to the front end thing, you can provide a beautiful service to your front end system services like the product type works what you are mentioned like end user. Okay, so that is what I recommend personally. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's the right one. Okay, team. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, please make your questions on parking lot. We'll discuss in tomorrow's session. Okay. So please provide your feedback to the coordinator uh, regarding tomorrow's session. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Happy Friday. Bye bye.